Hey, mighty man of God, Dr. Joe here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become great men God's way by providing real answers to real problems in the real world. We're here to help you win at what matters most. Welcome to the Real Men Ride Along. I need to ask you a question. Do you find it hard to get yourself motivated? Do you find yourself struggling to get yourself going, to get yourself moving? There's things that you know you need to do, but you keep putting off. Things you know you need to make a habit of yours that's going to help you get to where you want to go and get there a lot quicker if you just do it, but you can't get yourself started. And if you get yourself started, you can't get yourself to keep doing it and to keep moving, right? We all can relate to that. Now, that's normal until it becomes something that's very, very important, like spending time with the Lord, getting in the presence of God. I'm talking about our quiet time. Now, I'm not here to teach you about how to do a quiet time. We got a lot of stuff talks about that, and we know how important that is. But it's getting ourselves to do it and to do it with the right attitude and the right mindset, that not only are we doing it, we're getting the most out of it when we do it. And unfortunately, a lot of people struggle. A lot of men struggle. As you guys know, if you work with me, that's probably one of the most important skills you could ever learn is how to do a quiet time. But after you start and you do it, the hard part isn't over. The hard part is doing it on a consistent basis. So I'm going to show you how to find out where you are right now when it comes to your walk with the Lord, at least to identify where you are so you can see where you're stuck and what you need to get to. Because I think sometimes when we know where we need to go, and we can see the end, that maybe makes it a lot easier for us to get there. And so we're going to start with where most guys, when they learn a quiet time, first of all, before they even get to the quiet time, this is the first thing. This is the first level. And we want to get past these levels to get to the ultimate level, which I'm going to save to you at the end. Here's the first level that we have. Man, you know what? I should do a quiet time. I should spend some time with the Lord. That's something I should do. That's important enough that I should do that. I call it the shoulds. When we start realizing what we should do, even though we don't do, and we know we could do, but there's this prompting in our spirit that we should do it because it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Now, if you're there, you're far from where God wants you to be, because a lot of us, that's where we stop and should. But we got to get past should, and the next level after should is need. We start with I should do this because that's a good idea, to I need to do this because something bad might happen if I don't. Have you been there? See, should is a good idea, but it doesn't get us to move because we can kind of tolerate the shoulds. But when it comes to the needs, it starts to bother us just a little bit. Now, it doesn't necessarily get us motivated and pumped up, but we say, man, I need to do this because it's now I'm seeing it spill over into my relationships with other people. I need to spend time with God because, man, I find myself now compromising, listening to stuff I shouldn't be listening to, watching stuff I shouldn't be watching. And, man, I know I need to do this. But for some reason, we're still having a hard time trying to do it. So hopefully you'll get past the should, you get past the need. Then we get to, you know what? I want to spend time with God. I want to spend time with God. Now, that sounds good on the surface, and that's a good place to be because you're past the need part of it. But that's a good place to be, but it's not the place where you want to be. Yes, I want to spend time with God. That's a desire. That's a desire. You know you need to, and now you got yourself past the need. Now you want to, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting the most out of your quiet time, because yeah, we want to do a lot of stuff, but don't necessarily mean we do it on a consistent basis. Are you following me? And I'm getting ready to pull into a parking spot because I'm getting ready to order something to eat, and I don't want you to have to hear all that. And so, well, anyway, so want to, man, I want to do it, but want to, as we know, is not the biggest motivator. You can want to lose weight. You can want to save money, and you may be a little bit more motivated than needing to and should, but it's not going to be consistent. What you're looking for is consistency, and consistency would never be found at the should level and at the need level and even the want to level. Everybody wants a great marriage, but it takes work. But you won't be able to hit that mark on a consistent basis till you can get past I want to I love to to I love to. Man, I love to spend time with God. I love working on my marriage. I love saving money. I love whatever it may be. Now you say, well, Joe, that's kind of obvious. No, but there's a level past love. And you know, God doesn't do things the way the world does. The world is infatuated with that word love. I love to do this. I love to do that. And see, the only thing about love, and I think it's great, and it's better than want to, right? I love to work out. It's better than want to. It's better than I need to. It's better than I should. But it's not God's best for us. I know that sounds crazy. God is love. God wants us to love what we're doing. Yes, but, and there's a huge but, because when it comes down to love, we equate love to a feeling. And that's the problem. Because you will love doing something until it stops feeling good. Man, I love to spend time with God, but now I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning. That's actually what time I do get up. 5:30 in the morning. I don't love getting up in the morning at 5:30. What if I stop loving it? Then I want to stop doing it. Man, I love working out until I injure something. And now I'm afraid I might injure it again. So now I feel scared. So I'm scared to work out. So the love has gone. Man, I love working on my marriage until my wife starts acting crazy. Until she starts nagging. Until something happens that makes me feel bad. And I don't want to do it. I hope you're following what I'm saying here. So, Joe, if love is not the epitome of it, that I love to do a quiet time with God, but God's not answering my prayer, so I stop feeling like I love being with God. But there's another level, which is amazing. God is so amazing. He wants us to get past the love level of a praise level of I get to. Hello. I love that. I get to. See, I know I should spend time with God. I know I need to spend time with God because stuff is falling apart in my life. I want to spend time with God because, I'm actually enjoying that time. I love spending time with God because I get to communicate with Him. But boy, I get to spend time with God. I'm hoping you catch the distinction in this. See, I get to spend time with Him. It has nothing to do with what God is doing for me. He's already done enough. It's not about my prayers being answered, so I love being in God's presence. It's not that I'm going without suffering because then I might stop loving being in God's presence. See, suffering has nothing to do with it. Blessings have nothing to do with it. It's appreciation and praise for what God has already done for me. Now I get to spend time with the Maker and the Creator of the universe, the keeper of my soul, my deliverer, my healer, my everything, my rock, my salvation, my fortress, my master, my king, my father. Are you get what I'm saying? I get to spend time with Him so I can be sick, I can be broke, busted, disgusted, distressed, depressed, but I get to spend time with the Father. So God, I'm going to be there in the morning to spend time with You regardless of how I feel. I'm hoping that makes sense. If you have questions, hey, shoot me a comment, shoot me an email. You can always email me at realmenconnect@gmail.com. And I'm hoping that this bless you. And if it does, and if it did, please share with another brother who may be going through, trying to figure out what he needs to get to. But we want to get to, I get to. Oh, I love that. We want to get to, I get to. Man, stay strong, stay blessed. As always, stay in God's grip, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.